It's your boy, Brooklyn's finest, the New York Giant, God's favorite DJ, Clark Kent, the ATF General, the Mint Stay Fresh King. Everybody knows that I speak about a shoe. I call it the best shoe ever made. I think it's the best thing that ever happened to footwear. My favorite shoe ever, the white on white Air Force One. This is the shoe that changed everything for me. I loved sneakers before. I always loved Air Force Ones, but when this white on white thing happened, my whole life changed and I went crazy. Bought 50 pairs at a time. To me, this is what the epitome of being fresh is, a perfect pair of white on whites. It really gets no better than this. You can do anything to an Air Force One, but to leave it as perfect as this is probably the beginning of the end. Air Force Ones were probably the most important first shoe. If you had it, it didn't cost you a lot of money for you to look fresh. Like, you could put this on with the most busted of gear, but at some point they're gonna go, oh, your shoes are fresh if they look brand new and if they're super clean and pristine. You didn't have to pay $150 to $200 to look brand new and look fresh. This shoe used to be $70. You put it on and everything changed. I mean, this is the shoe that the rappers rapped about first. This is the shoe that when the basketball players came off the court that they put on. This is the shoe that every hustler in your neighborhood wanted to wear. They wanted to wear white on whites. They wanted to be that fresh. This is what it's about. My first pair of white on whites was so crazy to me because I thought they looked so perfect. And then 2 days later, I was trying to figure out how can I go get a new pair because I felt like they weren't brand new anymore because they got a little dirty. And that became the ritual. That became as soon as your shoes, your white on whites get dirty, you go buy a brand new pair. And it might have been a little addictive, but I wanted to be that fresh because this was that fresh. White on white Air Force Ones, the first pair, just made me nuts. Made me have to keep going and wanting more and more and more. And when I stepped out in them, the heads that turned around were just like, well, damn, those are so clean, so crispy, and they're so white and so perfect looking. It was everything. At any given time, I've probably owned no less than 300 pair of brand new white on whites at a time. I've bought 60 at a time once before. Usually I buy 30 or 40, but I bought 60 at a time. Whether I wear them or not didn't matter. One year I wore Air Force white on whites Air Force Ones every day for a whole year, except the days that it snowed, and those days I wore Timbs. But white on whites was it. And right now I might have 50 pair, but at one point I had about 300 pairs in my closet at one time. If there was one shoe in all of the shoes that I have that I feel should stay fresh, ones that I would want to really, really stay fresh, Air Force Ones are it. And I've found with the Mint products that there's some ways to keep these super fresh. They even have something that'll stop the toe box from creasing. They got something called force fields. You put it in the shoe, it stops the toe box from creasing. They have a product that's gonna keep your denim from bleeding on your shoes. They got the denim de-bleeder. I mean, a denim de-bleeder. How many people put on fresh denims and the denims bleed all over your white on whites? No more with the denim de-bleeder. And then the Mint instant cleaner. I mean, stay fresh, please, stay fresh.